What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 5 kids who got caught skipping school. Now if you've ever skipped school or played sick, leave a like on the video right now and comment the craziest skip school story you have. I really do love reading all your guys' stories, so the best one gets pinned at the top of the comment section. Anyways, with that said, let's get right into the video. Number 5. Now kids are supposed to need less telling off when they get older, not more, but I'm guessing this guy, well, didn't get the memo. I mean, he's 18, he's basically a grown-up, but that didn't stop his mom from coming up with the perfect punishment when she found out he'd been breaking the rules. Okay, so the short version is she got a phone call saying that he'd been suspended for skipping 4th period, and she wanted to make him feel just as embarrassed as she was when she had to talk to the school. So yeah, I'm guessing it worked, because she made him make a sign telling everyone why he'd been suspended, and then made him hold it up outside the school for everyone to read and laugh at. I mean, let's be real here, that kind of punishment would probably embarrass anybody, especially since he had to watch as all of his friends and classmates walked by, but the upside is he probably never skipped class again. Not just that, but the other kids his age said they didn't want to risk skipping off either, in case their parents saw what his mom did and got ideas, so I guess her crazy idea actually worked.
Do you think this is cruel or just unusual punishment? A Dayton mother makes her son stand outside his high school holding a sign that says he skipped class and he got suspended. Tonight, our Elise Coulter gives you the lowdown from mom herself.
You are not helping yourself at all. I can make you stand out here when you're not on punishment.
His mother made him make this sign saying, "I decided to skip my 4th period class. Now I'm suspended. Don't be like me. Go to class."
Number 4. So I know I just said skipping school is bad, and to be fair, it usually is, but if anyone has a good excuse, then it's definitely this kid. Like, he has never skipped school before, he always handed in his homework, and he never let basketball practice get in the way of his studies, so basically he was like the perfect kid. With that said, one day he decided that something was way more important than going to school, and that was meeting Barack Obama. Now you might disagree on whether going to see the president is a good way to spend your day playing sick, but you've got to admit, what the president did was pretty cool. I mean, he asked the kid if he was out of school, and then asked for his teacher's name, then wrote him the coolest excuse note in the history of excuse notes. I mean, come on, if the president writes your teacher a note excusing you, you're pretty much set, as what kind of teacher is going to question the president, so this kid turned out pretty lucky.
No more drugs.
But on Friday, Tyler was very naughty. For the first time in his life, he played hooky. That's Tyler when he should have been in class, and that's the President of the United States. Tyler played hooky to meet Barack Obama.
First I said, "Hi, Mr. President," and then he says, "Hi, Tyler, you must be out of school then."
And that's when Obama reached for pen and paper.
He says, "Do you want me to write an excuse note? What's your teacher's name?" And I say, "Mr. Ackerman." Then he writes, "Mr. Ackerman, please excuse Tyler. He was with me, Barack Obama, the president."
Number 3. Okay, so a lot of neighborhoods take keeping their kids in school super seriously, but normally it's the parents and the schools themselves that are responsible for kids that break the rules. Not in this town though, because apparently in Lakeland, stopping kids from skipping class is so important that they have a truancy officer go around and literally find around 30 kids per month for not going to school. It might sound totally extreme, but on average, the cop catches a kid out of school every single day, and everyone he catches has to pay a fine or risk being banned from learning to drive. Not just that, but if they already have a license, then their fine is doubled, and it has to be paid within 30 days. With that said, it's not usually people taking surprise trips to the beach or sneaking a date with their boyfriend. It's mostly just the same few kids who just can't be bothered to show up. So yeah, this seems a little intense to me, but the police department and the school seem to think it's working, so yeah.
Just a few minutes into a Friday school day.
Why ain't you at school, Raymond?
Officer Adam Williams already finding kids where they're not supposed to be. In this case, a Lakeland High School student on suspension, but breaking the rules by not staying home.
You still can't be out and about. It says it on your suspension paperwork.
This teen boy is one of about 30 a month Officer Williams stops and fines for truancy. Kids who are caught skipping school in Lakeland are hit with a ticket ranging from $50 to $108.
What's your last name?
Most are repeat offenders.
Number 2. Okay, I've got to be honest with you guys. This punishment seems pretty mean at first, but I'm really not sure these kids learned the lesson at all. Like, one of the moms called the police when she heard her son never showed up at school, and she was obviously pretty worried, but it turned out that he and a friend were just hanging out at an abandoned building nearby. Now, they should have just been suspended and sent home to watch TV, but the police had a better idea, and the mom agreed. So basically, they had to put on huge bright yellow shirts with quote-unquote "I skipped school" written on them, and then sweep up garbage on the street while the cops watched. Now, it was supposed to embarrass them, and I guess it must have a little, but the crazy thing is, when they were interviewed on the news, it didn't really seem like it. I mean, they both seem more bored than embarrassed, and when they're telling the news anchor that they've learned their lesson, they're definitely grinning their heads off, so I kinda think that this one backfired.
Richard and his friend Corey Myers were sweeping the streets of Ambridge today. They skipped school, but both wound up getting a lesson in obedience, and it drew lots of attention.
Did you learn your lesson? Nephew?
Donated by the police department, the boys went out armed with brooms, dustpans, and T-shirts declaring their disobedience under police supervision.
Number 1. Okay, so I guess making your kids wear giant signs when they skip school is actually way bigger than I realized, because it actually seems to happen pretty often. With that said, the guy behind the camera in this video doesn't exactly sound like he's punishing the kids. I mean, he actually seems to find the whole thing pretty hilarious. Like, I can't say I fully blame him, because the kids look old enough to know that skipping is a stupid thing to do, and they kinda deserve the punishment if they went ahead and did it anyway. The thing is, at least one of the teenagers seems to find it pretty funny too, even if the other one is definitely super pissed and not having a good time at all.
This is punishment for school skippers. Ain't this cool? Hold your sign down, let's see your face. Come on.
And there's our video on the top 5 kids who got caught skipping school. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you're on top 5 or top 10 ideal, feel free to search me a handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.